Considered washed up just 12 months earlier when severely injured in a track mishap in Perth, Cardigan Bay came from the back mark of 24 yards to win an action-packed £13,000 final at Wayville in 1963. The race was marred when 3 horses came down in a chilling accident in the last lap. Sydney pacer Seeley finished the race with 2 drivers, her regular reinsman Charlie Parsons and Bill Shin, who was catapulted from the sulky of Smoky Eric into Parsons' lap in the fall.
Just behind them, Kiwi Dylan being followed then by Lose Hope. Second last then is Idle Raider on the outside, and Cardigan Bay last of all as they complete a lap. Coming down now to pass the judge with little more than 4 laps to go, and Wayville Hanover is still the leader. Bowling along about a length and a quarter in front of Binaro, followed by Young Judy on the paint. Smoke Eric on the outside, Columbus moving forward with 3 wide. They're being followed in as they make their way around the southern turn by Seeley on the rails. Just behind them, Dusty Miller. Then Kiwi Dylan, they're being followed by Idle Raider now starting to move up on the outside. Being followed forward by Cardigan Bay. He's not going to let him get too far away. Look at Idle Raider go around the outside. Up towards the stand now, or rather the home turn for the second time, and the leader is still Wayville Hanover, but going to be taken on now by Idle Raider over on the outside, 3 deep at making a tremendous impression. Being followed forward by Cardigan Bay, also 3 wide. On the inside of Idle Raider is Binaro on the rails, and also Smoky Eric. They're being followed in by Young Judy, Ayers Idle. Just behind them, Seeley, then Kiwi Dylan on the outside. Behind them, Dusty Miller being followed by Columbus, and last of all is Loose Hope. Down the back stretch now, and the leader is still Wayville Hanover. Here's Cardigan Bay going to put in his claim on the outside now, but Idle Raider is going forward too. Not much between the 3 leaders as they go up towards the concrete stand. Well, Cardigan Bay got into a little bit of trouble there and dropped back, but around the home turn now with little more than 2 laps of trouble, and the leader is still Wayville Hanover from Idle Raider on the outside. Being followed forward by Cardigan Bay on the outside of Binaro. About 2 lengths away down to Smoky Eric. Young Judy on the fence. Then comes Ayers Idle, followed by Seeley, Kiwi Dylan, Dusty Miller. Then Lose Hope, and last of all Columbus. Towards the back stretch now, about a lap and 3/4 to trouble, and Wayville Hanover still the leader from Idle Raider on the outside. Cardigan Bay only a little more than a length back in 3rd position on the outside of Binaro. A length and a quarter away then would be Young Judy on the rails with Smoky Eric on the outside. They're being followed in by Seeley, 1 over on the outside of Seeley as Ayers Idle. Around the home turn now, they come into the straight for the bell, and the leader is still Wayville Hanover from Idle Raider, being driven confidently by Ryan on the outside. Just behind them, Binaro, they're being followed by Cardigan Bay. Here's Ayers Idle on the outside, being followed forward by Young Judy on the rails and Smoky Eric. Towards the back stretch for the last time, and Wayville Hanover still the leader from Idle Raider by about a length, being followed by Cardigan Bay, now making another drive on the outside. Nearest of the others, Binaro on the rails, going up towards the home turn, and Wayville Hanover still the leader. Cardigan Bay putting in his claim on the outside now, in the centre, dropping back a little now. Oh, Idle Raider came down there, and interfered with several runners. Carts going in all directions, but around the home turn. And Cardigan Bay the leader from Wayville Hanover on the inside, and Cardigan Bay won the money. Cardigan Bay has won the money from Dusty Miller, who flew home on the outside. Wayville Hanover 3rd, followed then by Binaro. Next over the line then was Columbus, followed by Lose Hope, and then came a rather an unusual sight, Bill Shin on Seeley's cart, 2 drivers in the 1 cart, and they were followed over the line then by a driverless horse,